Cathay versus Emirates versus Singapore. Which is best? Watch till the end of this comparison to find out. Hey there, and thanks for tuning in to another of my latest videos. Before we start, I'd just like to say a very big thank you for all of your support and helping me grow my second channel, the Airplanes Productions TV channel. And for any of you F-geeks out there, do check out the channel as there are a ton of great airplane comparison videos. I'll leave a link to the channel in the description down below. Now let's get to the heart of this video. In recent years, I've flown with all these three world-renowned carriers that connect Asia and Europe, and they are pretty popular carriers as they are the main carriers that most people choose to fly between Asia and Europe. All these three airlines share the same philosophy of hub and spoke carriers, and they are all 5-star airlines. However, if you have difficulty choosing which one is best, this video is perfect for you as we'll be comparing the seats, the meals, the in-flight entertainment system, and just the overall experience. So without further ado, let's start with the comparisons. So firstly, let me start by saying that I did fly on 1 to 2 aircraft types of the various carriers. However, the aircrafts I flew were the mainstay of each airline's fleet. Starting with the seats, all the seats have their good points and bad points. They all have the basics such as sturdy tray tables, coat hooks, as well as the 3-pin sockets. It is worth noting that Cathay and Emirates have moved to a 10 abreast seating layout on their Boeing 777-300ER series, and the seats are noticeably rather narrow. Singapore Airlines has kept the 9 abreast configuration on its 777s, and the seats are much wider. Overall, the seats on Singapore Airlines are the best of the three carriers. Singapore Airlines puts its extra thought into the seats, such as a vanity mirror, a footrest, a handy seat pocket that contains partitions of the right size, comfortable headrests, and a feature that I really like, which is the cup holder that allows you to have a drink even when the tray table is up. Cathay's seat is next best with most of the great features and the addition of a tablet holder, which is well placed under the USB port. However, I never really found those to be useful. Also, while the seat had most legroom, it had the least support, and items placed in the seat pocket behind you could be felt through the cushion of the seat. Emirates has a decent seat with a decent mix of support and legroom, though the base of the seats on Emirates seemed to provide the least thigh support in my opinion. There was a separate cup holder, though it was placed at the bottom of the tray table, and the placement of the cup holder on Singapore Airlines is slightly more accessible and better thought out. There are also no special features of the seats like tablet holders or vanity mirrors, and not all seats on the Boeing 777 actually have USB ports, though they do still have access to power points. The meals I received on all the flights were great with one exception, which was the meal on Cathay, which was really rather disappointing. That said, I did fly them on a short intra-Asian route, which may explain the low quality of the meals on board, but the meals on international flights do not seem much better either. Cathay is the only carrier that does not provide metal cutlery or paper menus, which Singapore Airlines and Emirates do. Overall, if you like your food, Emirates is certainly the way to go with their great meals. Their meals have the largest portion sizes of the three airlines, and the quality is better than the other two airlines. That said, there is no ice cream provided on Emirates as a sweet bite. Singapore Airlines does provide ice cream, and similar to Cathay on certain flights, it is high quality Haagen-Dazs ice cream, though Cathay does provide this high quality ice cream on all their flights. Overall, Singapore Airlines meals is second best next to Emirates with decent quality and quantity, and the inclusion of metal cutlery as well as the nicest looking menu. All these carriers are full-service 5-star carriers, and needless to say, one would expect good service even in economy. Of all the airlines, the clear winner is Singapore. Their crews are the best and the most friendly cabin crew in the sky. The service on Singapore Airlines, especially in economy class, is on another level compared to Emirates and Cathay. What makes Singapore Airlines special is that they make all passengers, even economy passengers, feel welcomed, which is less so especially on Emirates. Singapore Airlines is also the most customer-oriented of the three carriers, and the service I received on Singapore Airlines left the deepest impression of all the three airlines. Besides, they also provide up to 2 hot towel services on longer flights, one before takeoff and the other during breakfast or before landings, which is a Singapore Airlines unique touch. Next up is Emirates, as there were some outstanding cabin crew on Emirates that made for a memorable flight. The service is the least consistent of the three airlines. Emirates does, however, provide hot towels on some flights, though in recent years with the cost cutting, that has been scaled back. Cathay Pacific, however, left the coldest impression, as while the crew worked fast and efficient, they weren't particularly friendly. Also, there are no hot towels on Cathay flights. Overall, as you would expect, Singapore Airlines does provide the best service. However, while service is what Singapore Airlines is good at, IFE systems certainly isn't their best point. All three carriers have inbuilt IFE systems with responsive large touchscreens and a huge variety of TV shows, music, and movies. However, both Cathay and Emirates do offer live on-demand TV free to all economy passengers, while Singapore Airlines does not. Singapore Airlines also does not have any external cameras on any of their aircraft that both Emirates and Cathay have on their 777 and A350. Wi-Fi is available on all airlines, and of all the airlines, Singapore Airlines has one of the highest prices, though it does work well. One special feature that Singapore Airlines does have on its latest aircraft is the ability to sync your mobile phone to the IFE system on board the aircraft. You can also sync your KrisFlyer account, which allows you to continue playing the movie you left off from on your previous flight. However, it is only available on the latest aircraft, and of course, you have to be a KrisFlyer member. Despite this cool feature, Singapore Airlines falls behind when it comes to IFE system. Both Emirates ICE and Cathay systems are really close though. They both offer extra features and great interactive route maps that allows you to preview points of interest, something that Singapore Airlines route map does not. While Cathay does have a slightly easier to use interface with more games, Emirates does have slightly more choices in movies, music, and TV shows. However, what gives Emirates the edge are the larger and brighter screens that they have, up to 13.3 inches in size on the latest 777 aircraft. That makes Emirates ICE the best IFE system out there. So now let's have a quick look at the toilets, starting with Emirates, Cathay, and Singapore Airlines. They are all pretty clean toilets, so no clear winner here. So, having said all that, which of these three airlines is best? Well, overall, you will not go wrong choosing to fly with any of these three airlines, as they offer very competitive and excellent products overall. The fares on all these three airlines are also pretty closely matched. However, Singapore Airlines is slightly more expensive than the other two airlines. So, two of these airlines are really close, while one airline unfortunately falls behind, and that airline is Cathay Pacific. Cathay Pacific offers a very good economy class product, and you will not go wrong choosing to fly with them. They also have a great IFE system, which is right up there with the Emirates ICE system, which in general is the industry's best, so that is very high praise. They fall behind in terms of meals, the seats lack support, the service left the coldest impression of the three airlines. Which airline wins this comparison? Well, that airline is Singapore Airlines, as they have simply got the best economy class out there, and you owe it to yourself to fly Singapore Airlines economy. They make every passenger, even economy passengers, feel welcomed, which is very rare, especially for these hub and spoke airlines. They have the best service across all cabin classes, and in economy they do have the best seats out there with the best mix of features, comfort, space and overall support. Service is also the best of all these three airlines. Emirates is in second place as they do have a great meals as well as great service, which did leave a generally positive impression on me. However, the service is the least consistent of all the three airlines. Having said that, Emirates does set themselves apart with the best IMD system and the best meals. However, what gives Singapore Airlines the edge is Singapore Changi Airport, which is quite simply the best airport to connect through. Singapore Airlines wins this comparison. Now, thanks for watching to the end of this video, and I hope this video would have helped you in choosing the airline to fly if you're flying between Australia, Asia and Europe. If you like this video, do consider subscribing and hit the bell icon so you're alerted of new flight reviews, plane spotting content and aviation vlogs on the way. In the meantime, till we meet next time, as ever, wishing you and everyone a truly clear sky ahead.